Hey everyone, Repoze here. Welcome to Ultra Hardcore SSF. This is basically my own version of a limited game mode. The rules are pretty simple. I start with only 0 affinity square items. Apart from my first kit, I won't be using the square to resupply ever. I only obtain items off enemy players that I kill. This means no looting chests, mobs, floor loot, enemy players that I haven't killed. I also won't be using merchants or the market or my stash. Basically, every single item I get, apart from my initial square kit, will be off of enemy players that I've killed. I have only 1 life, but I'm starting the challenge at level 15 with all perks and abilities, and this is because I won't be turning in quests or looting chests or mobs, which would make leveling extremely slow. So as always, I'm going to go over the build before we get in there, and of course I have the square kit default rogue here. Everything's just default. Getting into the perks, I have Dagger Mastery, Poison Weapon, Stealth, and Creep. And that's kind of the theme of this video. You know, each of these runs that I've done has had a theme. First I did Caltrops, then I did Smoke Pot. And this time, it's all about Creep. And Creep, I was underrating Creep for a very long time, but my eyes have been open to how good Creep really is. And I'm basically of the opinion at this point that if you're gonna run hide in solos, you should always have Creep. Now, you don't always have to run hide, but if you do run hide, I think you need Creep basically, because otherwise, getting the jump on someone in solos where there's not that much noise, there's no comms, not that much going on. Without Creep, it's super easy to hear the rogue walking up to you invis, to the point where against a good player that's paying attention, you might as well not even be invisible if you don't have Creep. And yeah, this video is going to show the power of that. I also have Cutthroat and Hide, of course, and I will be switching some of these perks around depending on like what I get. So at the start, I'm running Rupture because in base kit rogue, you pretty much just want Rupture because you don't have any damage, and then I swap to Cutthroat later. I also end up dropping Dagger Mastery for a bit because I have a short sword, and then I upgrade to a Rapier. But I do swap back to Dagger Mastery later in the video. One last thing is these runs are going to be in the Ice Caves. My first video was Goblin Caves. Second video, I did it on the Ruins. For this third one, I figured I would go into the Ice Caves, and it was kind of fun because I don't really play the Ice Caves that much. Yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Peace. So starting things off here, we're going to have a clip that just immediately shows why Creep is good. I didn't see anyone on the first floor, so I'm in Ice Caves Hell, obviously in normals, and I creep around to this corner, go invis, up the second invis. That gives me enough room to just sneak on up and then get the jump on him. And yeah, it's just a free kill real quick. I'm gonna grab that. And already this got some purple adventure boots, which is nice, and little shadow hood, so I'll take that too. And of course, since I'm only using my inventory, like I'm not going to store any meds anywhere, I'll probably be grabbing all the meds pretty much always. Or I'll have at least 2 rows during the whole video. So a little bit further into the match, come over here, and I hear some mobs dying. I was scouting on the Wyvern platform to see if anyone was around here, and I saw this guy killing mobs. So hit the stealth. It's kind of like the first play here. I just creep up close enough to a pillar, where if I didn't have Creep there, he probably would have heard me walking out, but I do. I jump on the high ground, get the headshot, and it's just a free kill right here. So not a bad start, not a bad start. It's got some purple cloth pants that were pretty decent, so I grabbed those. Go ahead and take every upgrade. And I grabbed the short sword because the default dagger compared to the short sword I just grabbed, it's like an 11 damage difference, so even with Dagger Mastery, the short sword will hit a lot harder. So, gonna go ahead and grab that. Also, since I so rarely use short sword or rapier, it's kind of nice playing SSF, and I'm kind of forced to use it. Not forced, but when it's a nice upgrade, I will take it. And I just grabbed that, a couple other upgrades. And then I grabbed the rapier just so that I'm in the high roller bracket. So already, I'm on game 2 here, and I'm in the 125 plus high roller bracket. So I've been creeping around for a little bit, pull up, little fight going on, hit him with the Rupture, he goes Wrath Form, so he just dies to Rupture and Poison immediately. And yeah, this Warlock's just getting ganged up by mobs, so I'm fine to go ahead and reset here. But I do want to wrap around and loot this body before this Warlock gets the chance to, so I'm going to come back. And this guy had some pretty good stuff already, so this is kind of the beauty of Creep. You don't even need to be that powerful. You just can creep around, follow people's trails, get third parties, and Even if you have pretty horrible gear, if you get a perfect third party, it does not matter what the enemy is wearing. The free kill. So kill that guy. I believe he had a legendary fox pendant with 1 and damage on it is really massive, and some other upgrades too. So we're already looking pretty good. Warlock finished cleaning up the mobs and he's not really too happy with me, so he's trying to come back and get his revenge. But I'm out of there. So I leave and then I wrap around to a different angle and I come back. And he's still fighting the shield berserker actually, so creeping on up in invis. He has no idea. Get the jump on him here and he is dead. Also, I forgot to mention I dropped Dagger Mastery for ambush because I have a short sword now. One thing that's kind of annoying though is if you run an ambush, when you leave invis, the ambush effect that kind of goes or swirls around you, like the gas or whatever you want to call it, is like a pretty big AoE. So it kind of has like negative synergy with creep because you can creep up to a pillar, and then when you leave invis, someone can see the AoE of like the ambush effect around you, which is pretty annoying. And honestly, I wish they would change that, but I don't know, maybe it'd be OP without that. But anyway, skip further ahead into we're in hell now, and just trailing people as always. It's pretty much all I do with creep is you don't want to take head-on engagements, you just want to follow someone's trail and then get the jump on him like this guy. He's running away with the spider, cuts him off, so nice little 2v1 basically. And he was pretty humble. He had a couple okay things, but I don't think I end up upgrading anything off of this guy. Another thing is, I was always kind of lurking around the middle power room with my creep, because you can hear them hitting the pile through the door. Or like kind of through the wall, depending on where you are. Which made it like it's kind of the perfect area to just creep around, because you can, a lot of times you can just creep all the way up to someone on the pile before they even realize what's going on. That's what I was trying to do. I'm chasing this rogue, but he gets the blue, and now I got a million mobs on me. This is not good. And then I see a warlock, and he looks geared because he has frostlight on, which usually means they're somewhat geared. And now it's getting crazy in here. He's pulling a billion mobs, so I don't really want to fight him. And then a door opens, there's another dude, it's a druid. Gonna slam the door in his face real quick. Not trying to deal with that. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking that the warlock, you know, he's gonna be around here still, so he starts wrapping around. And he's just busy with the mob, so he's not even thinking about me anymore. Means I get the jump on him here with the cutthroat. 3 hits. Finish the Yeti. 4th hit, I think it's Phantom Blast, he just came off cooldown. So I'm running him down. And we just slam him with the drum. And if you're playing SSF, Rogue, drums are super nice, because I barely found any throwing knives at all during this entire run. But doesn't really matter, because I got 3 nice drums that I'll just be hanging on to the whole time. And yeah, I quick looted him, and he had some really nice stuff. He had like a 1-all bear pendant, unique. But it didn't have true physical. I think it had magic damage, but since I'm running poison, it's not the worst, and I will end up taking it. He also had a unique marauder, but it wasn't that good. I think it didn't have health on it. But it has a lot of armor. The marauder outfit scales like really, really well with rarity compared to other items. So like going from legendary to unique marauder, you're getting like 8 more armor or something, which is kind of nuts. So I got some nice upgrades there. Kind of contemplating what I want to wear right now though. Just looking at everything. Some decent 1-all pieces. I end up wearing the bear pendant here because I'm a little bit tanky with the marauder. I'm like 30-something% PDR, so I figured I might as well get tanky. And I run into this druid right here, but I swing a little early. I think he actually might have heard me. I don't know. He wasn't close enough. And now I'm chasing this dude down. What's this spray out on height? Right here, I'm just trying to proc his dream walk so I can run at him. Because if he gets the first hit on high ground, it's probably going to be a headshot. And then I dream walk him, and then it's not even good for me. But he gets impatient, jumps down. just get the stealth here, cutthroat. I've actually noticed after the druid nerf to the shapeshift transformations where he has limited charges now, it's made fighting druids a lot less cringe. When they could just spam transform, a good druid was like legit unkillable, it felt like. But now that they can't do that, it's a lot more manageable. You can kind of predict what they're gonna do. It's a lot better of a fight now. Get forward, you know the drill, I'm following a trail, I pull up. Got a little third-party action going on here. Hit this guy, pops the Dreamwalk, then I proc my ambush, just get this hit on him, get him blocking properly in the door. He's really tanky and he blocks with the spear. It's all good because I got something for him. Another drum kill. Take those. Up his body, and he has 1 all strength rings with true damage. He's super geared. So now I just want to loot him before the guy who he's fighting pulls up the third mid. I'm just killing these mobs. But right here I thought I heard something and I get crossbowed and it's over. Or at least that's what I would say if I didn't put on that bear pendant. Which made me just tanky enough. I live with literal 1 HP here. Bait the crossbow shot and I'm chilling now. So that bear pendant swap actually ended up saving me here. But then I do notice this guy's trying to loot the body. And I don't really like that very much. So I go invis just to scare him off of it because since I got the kill, he has a slow loot. So until he fully loots it, you know, with the slow loot for the first time, I'm just trying to like keep him off the body here. But he's being kind of greedy. I think he got it right there, yeah. So I'm just trying to protect the loot. It's kind of annoying because for him the body's right there, but for me it's further back into the room. And yeah, I was getting tilted, so I just kind of run at him, and then I think he headshots me. Lose half my health. I see him dropping loot to pick stuff up off the druid. This is just straight up cruel at this point. Pops his sprint though, and without his sprint, it's kind of a fight where I feel like I have all the agency. So now that it's on cooldown, I can kind of maybe look for an opening. Baits to reload, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't have weak point. So this matchup is really, really bad. Like, no weak point, and I don't have a dagger with thrust. Means that, like, the fighter, like, a plate fighter should pretty much always win. Unless I was insanely geared, but yeah, I need to play it careful because he might just kill me in 2 hits. And I'm gonna need at least like 6 sword swings on him to kill him, but he drops into the blue. It's all good. I'm gonna look at what he dropped, but then like I didn't kill him, so I feel like it wouldn't really make sense for the SSF. I come back and there's a few items missing, which is pretty annoying. I'm pretty sure he had like legendary cloth pants that probably would have been really good. So I wish I looted those, but in hindsight, instead of clearing the mobs, I should have just tapped the body and then went invis and grabbed everything good. That's the way it goes. A little bit forward, I'm creeping around. Somehow he didn't hear me on the wood, which it is pretty loud, but I guess with creep, I mean, maybe not that loud. That was kind of tanky. It was a little scary, but yeah, I got a perfect ambush on him. He did hit me with the shriek, which was kind of bad. Kill him, and he has a legendary rapier, so I'm gonna salt my short sword out with that. And everything this guy's wearing is legendary almost, but it's all kind of like just trash legendaries with no good rolls. So I don't really end up wearing anything besides the rapier. I think everything else that I grab is just going in the bank for grand total at the end. Do grab his drum though, it's a little upgrade. Got another dude over here. I'm creeping up. And like I said earlier, this is kind of the area that I'm always in, so where I found the most PvP. I had like 5 or 6 hits on that dude, so he should be pretty low. I shouldn't have taken the blow corruption, I should have waited out, but it's fine. Invis is off cooldown, so a little ambush poke there. Take him down. And this guy ended up having some really nice stuff, actually. If it takes me... Like, I want to show the full looting process, but if it takes too long, I'm just going to speed up here. I don't believe I ended up actually using any of these items. I'm just looting it for, you know, the bank total at the end whenever I die. So grab all that. It was a pretty nice kill altogether, but no upgrades, sadly. Hear this guy killing a mob. And you can just see, like, with creep, they would hear me coming around, like, even before I hit the doorway, but, like, with it, until I'm about, like, 2 or 3 steps within range, that's the only time people end up hearing you with creep, and it's just so insane. You could just see, like, his reaction in real time, where, like, I was probably about 3 steps out, and then he looked up, and it was already too late for him. But at this point, I was kind of hoping that I would find someone with a glee that I could kill, because I have so much, like, good magic damage, jewelry, just chilling. But I'm in ice hell here, creeping around. I found someone's trail. There's a rogue. And I get just an easy jump on him. Right here, I wanted to also show, on rogue, you can choose these Wendigos super easily. So you just pop out, they do their little animation when you first appear, get them in the heart a bunch of times, and then if you go invis, it resets them, so you can just hit them in the heart some more. And yeah, I got the jump on this rogue. He was actually in a very, very, very good kit. So he had 1 all strength rings with damage on him. Really good marauder. I think I almost upgraded like every slot off this guy. He also has a legendary stiletto, max base with 1 weapon damage, so I'm definitely grabbing that. And one of the things playing creep rogue that I've realized is one of the most annoying things to run into is another creep rogue. Because it's kind of just who gets the jump on who first will win. I'm in hell, still creeping around. I hear this guy fighting the demon up top, so... If you didn't know, you actually can stealth up ladders. It does use stuffs, but... something good to know. And I'm just kind of waiting for this guy to kill the demon raider. And I didn't really mind waiting here because I'm also getting my second charge of hide back, so... pretty ideal. But demon finally dies. I'm on the wyvern too. Guy starts walking towards me. But he actually hears me. All good on my second hide. Get the jump on him with the cutthroat. 3 hits. Missed the hand crossbow. I'll get the 2 more stabs and he's down. And I think I didn't end up... I think I only looted meds off that guy. So I just skipped. He was in not very good stuff. Skip forward. I was following this fighter around for a while, but this kind of showcases like one of the downsides of creep. So the build I'm doing, I just can't fight this guy ever. Like a glee fighter in play, it's pretty much just an unwinnable matchup. So yeah, I went for it, lived with 1 HP yet again. Barely lived. And for the rest of the runs, I never took a straight up fight against a glee fighter. I would only fight them if I got the jump on them, like on a third party or something. Yeah, this guy's coming through here. Gets a bit unlucky. I was already waiting there. Some okay stuff, some more all reso stuff. Gonna have to go out and grab that, of course. And this kill was really evil, I can't lie. So I'm following a trail, I'm just creeping around. And I hear him coming towards me. I think right there he saw my invis, but hit him with the cutthroat, and he was trying to backstep the whole time. But he was silent, so he couldn't. And I could just tell looking at this dude, I knew he was about to have such good items. And yeah, he has like grimmies. I don't wear them because they don't have 1 all. But I think I do swap out my pants, and I think his cloak was pretty good, so I grabbed that as well. And as always, just restock on the meds. And yeah, it's just... The thing about creep is it's very evil. I can't lie, it's a very evil playstyle, just creep around everywhere, but... It's kind of OP in solos. Because that guy legit just didn't hear me, no audio, I heard him come and hit the invis, basically just a freako. Kind of insane. And like, this guy, almost the same story, except I don't know how he didn't notice the door open, and then he just 1 HP. So, a little bit unlucky for sure. So I want to loot him, but then I hear a door open on my right, and I see this guy running in. I didn't even know what it was at first, but I realized it's a, looking like a no-spell cleric. You can kind of tell, like, what builds people have just by what they're wearing. So, like, when I see a cleric with an adventure tunic, they almost always are running Smite and Divine Prot. Which means they don't have any spells. And luckily for me, Cutthroat is very, very good into that build. Also, I thought this Warlock wasn't going to have anything, but he actually had very good stuff. So I could probably fight him head on, but I'm a little scared because, you know, I don't know exactly how strong he is. And also I'm worried that that mob's going to somehow end up griefing me. I'm just playing safe here. You're going to loot the rest off this Warlock before he gets the chance to. And I've been running from this guy just acting scared, which usually makes people a little overconfident. So I skip forward, I've just been running away the whole time, and this guy's getting sick of it. So I hit the prot, hit the invis, pops his divine prot and his smite, but the thing is Cutthroat just gets rid of both of those buffs. So unless he was insanely geared, it's kind of just a free win for me. This Cutthroat just hard counters that build completely. So I kill him, he was pretty geared, I end up grabbing a few things. Was thinking about the gloves, but I think I don't end up wearing those. And yeah, matchup's a lot scarier. Even like Cutthroat does counter Smite and Divine Prot, but if they're like the plate version of the build where they're extremely slow but like pretty tanky, then even if I cleanse both of his buffs with my silence, it's still a little scary depending on how geared they are. And there's so much footage of this that I had to cut out because, like, basically every match, the way it looks like is I have a few rooms on the map that I clear. Like, normally the one next to mid I clear, and then the pyramid I loop around there and I listen for people while I'm just creeping around. And basically I just do that. I just rotate between the rooms until I see like an open door or some cleared mobs, just any sign of a player. And then I just creep up, follow their trail, and just pull up on them like that ranger right there. And yeah, I'm coming into mid here. See a barbarian, and I saw a dude was hitting the pile and he was talking to him, so they got like a little friendly arrangement going on. So if I'm gonna fight this guy, I want to pull him far away from that room, because I'm not trying to just get instantly third-partied by the guy that he was being friendly with. Does not sound ideal. So I hit the prod, I try to hit it far enough away where he doesn't hear me drink it, but he seems like he kind of knows what's going on. Now, Falling Ice is like a really good matchup for Rug, so like, I'm just waiting for him. Yeah, he pulls up the Francesca, I go in, some free stabs, and then I just all in him, because, I mean, I pretty much got 3 free stabs, so I'm just never going to lose that. Especially since I'm in a rogue kit that's actually pretty tanky. The Marauder Adventure boots. A decent amount of health, like not that much, but my effective health with the amount of PDR I have against something like Barbarian is actually pretty high with this kit. It's pretty nice. I've been kind of liking going a little bit more tanky recently on Rogue, like getting a Marauder, like a leather cap, stuff like that. Because it just puts you at the PDR range where classes that normally would just 2-top you, like Barbarian, like, it'll push it to 3 hits, which one more hit might not sound like a lot, but into a barb, that's so much. I'm creeping in here, I hear someone. At first I thought it was a fighter, I didn't realize that it was a ranger. And this guy's like super aware, and I think what happened is he has tracking and he saw my footsteps below him when he jumped up top. But in the moment, I actually didn't realize that was what was going on. So I'm still trying to get the jump on him, but he is fully aware that I'm right here, pretty much. So he even hits the prot. At that point, I'm aware, like, okay, he knows I'm here, so I start backing out. And he's just staring at the ground, looking at my footsteps. Trying to bait out his shot in the doorway, but I get hit, and I'm looking really bad right here now. But since he hit me, he's overconfident. I hit the cutthroat with the crossbow and just all in him. And it was a nice little outplay. I think I dodged his bolt too. I don't know if he even shot, but... yeah, because he hit me, I knew he would be overconfident. So yeah, once I hit him with the cutthroat, kind of just panicked. He didn't have his backstep, and fighting a spear, like super close with a dagger, is actually really, really nice if they don't have backstep. It's kind of just a free kill a lot of the times. Really hard to hit someone with this spear if they're in your face like that with the dagger. Get some good stuff too. I swapped out my cloak for his. It was like a legendary venture with true damage on it. Let me hold up. This guy, I don't really know what was going on, I'm gonna be honest. He's not even like hitting the pot. I think he was looting that player maybe, but I pull up on him and he doesn't even react for like a good solid second when I hit him. And somehow the fight was still kind of close. His gear wasn't even good either. I don't know, like... he was kind of tanky, I suppose, but... yeah, I don't know. I think Life Bloom is called, that druid perk, that build in solos is actually very good. He's surprisingly tanky. Anyway, skip forward. I think I'm in the next match here. On the trail. And I think I heard Sork spell, so I already know it's a sorcerer coming around the corner. But my hide doesn't work. I run back. He gets kind of baited by it though, and he thinks he saw me leave invis, but I got another one. Hit him with the cutthroat. Gets a little bit of a gap on me, and I hit the lantern, and then he pushes me back. And I'm pretty sure I should have just died, which is kind of crazy, but... he casted the fire arrow spell, which does a decent amount of damage, but I'm pretty sure maybe he didn't have the meteor. But that meteor, if he threw that on me and just headshot me, I might have died. Like, I have some magic resist because I have a Shadow Hood, which has MR on it, but... yeah, it's kind of crazy that I'm pretty sure he should have won that, even though I got the jump on him. But it's because once Sorcerer gets that little bit of gap and then Wind Blasts you, it's actually really hard to finish him off. Especially when I don't have any throwing knives to slow him, but... this is the same match, a little bit forward. I'm creeping around, get an easy kill on this guy. And he had some decent stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a few things here, but it was nothing too crazy. Next match, I hear this guy hitting the pile. I open the door, sneak in. He heard me open the door, and yeah, I don't see him here, so obviously it's just a rogue, so I kind of get line of sight on that pillar right there. And it was legit perfectly played. This guy had no idea. I think he heard me at the last second, but it's already too late at that point. And it's a little awkward, but yeah, he just folds there. Been kind of a crazy kid. He was like magic resist rogue. Gotta respect that. Yeah, I don't believe I end up looting like anything off this guy except a few potions. He did have knives though. That's like the first time I've gotten any knives this whole run. I think I only got 2 knives before that. But next I'm in Ice Hell. I thought I heard something right there. I looked up at the worst moment and this guy gets the jump on me. 4 hits, I try to heal, but it's too late. And if you heard that, he actually also ended up dying. So, like I said earlier, the biggest counter to rogue is just another rogue that gets to jump on you, and in comical rogue versus rogue fashion, we just kill each other. And as you can see, I actually do end up getting my entire kit back from the goblin, because we just traded and no one found our bodies. I'm assuming we both just got our kits back. But even though I got everything back, that definitely does count as ending the permadeath run. And it was a good run. I mean, 25 kills, not as many as I hoped, but I was getting a little bored with the ice caves because I had several hours played, and there just wasn't that many fights that I felt like I could take. I didn't see that many players. But all in all, I think it was still a pretty good hardcore SSF run. I think it really showed the true power of creep in solos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.